at the risk of belaboring my point, I just want you to see the contrast. I just want you to see the contrast between that and what the popular attitude so often is. I want to see a chart that lays it all out for me. I want an answer to my question about the beast and the false prophet. I want to know the answer to 666. Well, do you care anything about the glory of Christ as you ask that question? Are you concerned to grow in the fear of God as you raise those interesting speculations and demand an answer from the pastor, from the teacher, from the book? Oh, no. If they answer honestly, well, no, that never even occurred to me. And to which I would say, then you haven't even begun to enter into the spirit of the book. If you haven't mastered the ABCs of the themes of the book of Revelation, how do you expect to work out advanced calculus when you can't even recite the alphabet? And see, in this way, in these themes, they humble us. They slow us down. They cause us to reflect on ourselves vertically before we start to ask the speculative questions. So much so that I truly believe that a serious consideration of these themes will change the questions that a believer even wants to ask of the book. The questions that at once seemed important no longer even seem relevant in the bigger scheme of things. The twinkling stars in the nighttime sky that are remote and far away, they fade away when the sun rises, and the glory of the sun consumes by its greater light the smaller things that you were focused on. And so, beloved, this is the spirit from which I approach the book of Revelation. It's the spirit with which I will teach the book of Revelation. And, it's the spirit that I commend to you to say that your prayer would be, Lord, cultivate that in my heart. Cultivate that in my heart. Whether I eat or drink or whatever I do, let me do it all for the glory of God. Let me do it all for the glory of Christ. And let that preeminent, that overarching theme of Scripture and the purpose of man's existence and the purpose of being a Christian, to honor Christ and to fear God, let that inform the way that you approach this book itself. And if I may, and I say that, I just say this in general, not aiming it at anyone in particular. If those themes are not important to you, on what possible basis do you claim to be a Christian? On what possible basis do you claim to be a Christian if the glory of Christ is not a burning passion and a consuming interest of your heart?